There's a pretty good chance you're more attractive than you think you are. Not because of some cheesy believe in yourself quote, but because the people around you are already showing you, in small, subtle ways you've probably written off or completely missed. As men, we tend to judge ourselves by harsh standards: height, jawline, bank account. But real-world attractiveness doesn't work like an Instagram filter. It shows up in how people look at you, how they talk to you, and even how other guys react when you walk into a room. In this video, I'll break down 7 specific signs that you're a lot more attractive than you realize. If you catch even 2 or 3 of these in your own life, you've been underestimating yourself for a long time. Let's start with the first one, and it might already be happening to you every time you step outside. Most of us walk around convinced we're average at best. You see highlight reels online, compare yourself to guys who seem to have it all figured out, and assume you're somewhere in the middle of the pack. But here's what nobody talks about. Attractiveness in real life isn't just about how symmetrical your face is. It's about presence. It's about how safe, interesting, or magnetic you feel to the people around you. And those things? They leave traces everywhere. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 7 real-world signs that people are responding to you differently than you think. I'll give you examples, explain what's actually happening, and show you what to do with that information, so you can stop second-guessing yourself and start leaning into your natural strengths. Let's get into it. You catch someone looking at you on the train or across a coffee shop. The second your eyes meet, they snap their head away like they just got caught doing something wrong. Most guys interpret this as, I made them uncomfortable, or they were judging me. But here's what's usually happening. That person was staring a little too long because you caught their attention. When you looked back, they felt self-conscious about being noticed. This is especially common with women who find you attractive. They'll look, get curious, maybe even admire something about you. Your style, your posture, the way you carry yourself. Then, the moment you notice, they panic and look away. Think about it. When you see someone you find attractive, you look. And if they catch you, you feel a little embarrassed, right? Same thing. So next time this happens, don't look down or assume you did something wrong. Instead, give a small, relaxed smile or a simple nod. That calm response shows confidence and makes you instantly more approachable. You're not trying to force anything. You're just letting them know it's safe to look. That split-second moment, it's proof you're standing out more than you realize. Maybe a friend once told you, honestly, I thought you were kind of intimidating when I first met you. Or a girl says, I assumed you had a girlfriend already, so I didn't bother talking to you. You probably took that as a negative. But here's the truth. People rarely call low-status, uninteresting guys intimidating. That word usually means you look put together, focused, or like you have your life handled. And that can make others nervous about approaching you. When someone perceives you as higher value, they assume you have options. They second-guess themselves before starting a conversation. They wonder if they're interesting enough to hold your attention. Intimidating doesn't mean you have bad energy. It means you're projecting strength, self-sufficiency, or mystery, and people don't know how to read you yet. So what do you do with this? Soften your body language just a little. Open posture, slower movements, and a simple, hey, how's it going? Can make a huge difference. You keep the strength, but you remove the wall. That combination, strong but warm, is incredibly magnetic. If people have called you intimidating, it's not a flaw. It's a sign you're already carrying yourself in a way that commands respect. You run into someone you barely spoke to a few weeks ago. They remember your name, your favorite sports team, or that random joke you made in passing. You might think, they're just being polite. But here's the reality. Most of us don't waste mental energy remembering details about people we find boring or forgettable. We remember what stands out. We remember what we care about. If people are locking onto small things you said or did, that's a strong signal you left an impression. Maybe it was your voice, your humor, the way you explained something, or just the vibe you gave off. Whatever it was, it stuck. This happens a lot with women who are quietly interested. They'll mention something you said 2 months ago, and you'll think, wait, how do you even remember that? She remembers because she was paying attention. So when you notice this, don't brush it off. Smile. Engage a bit deeper. Ask a follow-up question. That's how you turn a small moment into a real connection without trying to be someone you're not. The fact that people remember you means you're already memorable. That's attractiveness. You've probably met guys who, for no obvious reason, start trying to one-up you. They talk louder when you speak, subtly put you down in front of women, or go out of their way to prove they're better at something. Your first instinct might be, what's their problem with me? But here's what's actually happening. Men rarely compete with guys they see as zero threat. That weird competitive energy usually means they sense you have something. Looks, presence, confidence, status that women might respond to. They're not reacting to you being annoying. They're reacting to you being a threat. This is especially obvious in group settings. If a guy feels like you're pulling attention away from him, he'll try to reclaim it. It's not about you personally. It's about how he perceives his own position relative to yours. So what do? Stay calm. Don't get dragged into ego battles or feel like you need to prove anything. Confident, grounded responses, or sometimes just silence, signal even higher status. If other men are acting competitive around you, it's not a sign something's wrong with you. It's a sign they see you as someone worth competing against. You mention you're single and people are genuinely surprised. They say things like, "Really? How?" Or, "I just figured you were taken." You might laugh it off, but pay attention to what that assumption actually reveals. People don't assume random guys are in relationships. They assume it about men who seem like the type women would choose. Guys who look put together, carry themselves well, or give off a certain energy. In other words, you're giving off already claimed vibes because you look dateable. This happens for a few reasons. Maybe your body language is relaxed and confident. Maybe you don't come across as desperate or seeking validation. Maybe you just seem like someone who has their life in order. Whatever it is, people are reading you as someone who has options, even if you don't feel that way internally. So next time someone assumes you're taken, don't deflect or joke your way out of it. Own it with a simple smile. "Nope, single for now." That line keeps the door open without sounding needy or insecure. If people keep assuming you're off the market, that's quiet proof they see you as someone worth choosing. Whether it's directions, help with a heavy bag, taking a group photo, or quick advice, strangers seem to choose you in a crowd. You might think this is random, but it's not. People intuitively scan for faces and body language that seem safe, competent, and approachable. That's a form of attractiveness. Maybe not the flashy, obvious kind, but the kind that matters for real relationships. When someone needs help, they don't pick the person who looks unreliable, chaotic, or closed off. They pick the person who looks solid. That's you. This sign is especially powerful because it shows you're giving off trustworthy, grounded energy, the kind women look for in long-term partners, not just hookups. So use these micro moments to practice warm, confident interaction. Make eye contact, speak clearly, give a small smile. You're training your social muscles in low-stakes situations, and that confidence carries over everywhere else. If strangers keep choosing you for help, it's because you look like someone worth trusting. You notice some women act differently around you. They fidget, play with their hair, adjust their clothes, talk a little faster, or stumble over their words. If you're shy or insecure yourself, you might interpret this as, "I'm making them uncomfortable." But here's the truth. Nervousness isn't always a bad sign. When someone is mildly attracted to you, their body reacts before their brain catches up. They become more self-aware. They want to make a good impression, so they get a little awkward. That fidgeting? That's not discomfort. That's interest. Think about how you act around someone you're attracted to. You probably get a little more self-conscious, right? Same thing. So what do? Slow your energy down. Speak in a calm tone. Keep your posture relaxed. Use gentle humor. Your job isn't to perform or impress. It's to make it safe for that interest to come out. If women seem a little nervous around you, it's often because they're trying hard not to mess up. That's a sign you're already affecting them more than you think. So let's tie this all together. If you recognize yourself in even 2 or 3 of these signs, you're not some invisible background character. You're already standing out more than you realize. The evidence has been there all along. You've just been too busy doubting yourself to see it. Here's what I need you to understand. Attractiveness isn't just a perfect jawline or six-pack abs. It's how people feel around you. It's the respect you get from other men. It's how often people choose to engage with you, remember you, or get a little nervous when you're near. Those things matter way more in the real world than a photo on a dating app. So from now on, instead of ignoring these signals or brushing them off as coincidence, start collecting them. When someone stares, remembers your name, assumes you're taken, or acts a little competitive, don't overthink it. See it as proof that you're already ahead of where you thought you were. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to stop underestimating who you already are. You're more attractive than you think. Start acting like it. If this video helped you see yourself differently, do me a favor. Hit the like button so more guys can find it, and subscribe for more straight talk videos on confidence, dating, and becoming a stronger man.